Hi guys, and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 198. Intermex will not use Ripple for core markets. Now, if you're catching this from live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. Link is in the description, guys. Happy Tuesday night. I hope you're having a great time being indoors, being safe. It's going to be a great stream, bro. Yes, Benny, it's going to be a great stream tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for joining us again. I hope you're having fun indoors, keeping your minds entertained, expanding, hoping prime crypto goes up, trying to keep your sanity, right? Just like I am. Being indoors is not fun, especially after a couple days. Only times I've gone out is just to go to the store and come back. So, yeah, I hope you guys are having a great time. Now, 5 people watching. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are amazing. Thank you for making this stream possible by showing up here. You guys are awesome. Now let's move on to that other little screen where we do all our small magic, and talk about what's going on. I think we're there. Awesome. Yes, we are there. Anyways, that's our Twitter right now popping up. If you want to go join us there, very active on Twitter lately. More than so in any other platform. That's why I just send out the Twitter link lately. Anyways, what is happening with XRP? This news is from the blog, and it says that remittance firm Intermex says it won't use Ripple solutions for core markets like Mexico. International Money Express, Intermex, which partnered with Ripple last month, has said it won't leverage Ripple solutions for its core markets like Mexico. In the latest earnings call, Intermex Chairman, President, and CEO Robert Lizzie said Ripple will not be an answer for places like Mexico. This is because Intermex has already built relationships with key partners in the region, such as Bank Coppel and Electra. Now, those banks are not the best banks in Mexico. They're small banks. They are from other stores. They're actually store banks, which tend to be used by the masses, though. People that do send remittances probably do have people that use those banks a lot more. Anyways, Lizzie said that we have very tight relationships that are strategically setting plans and objectives with those payers. And so you won't really see us leveraging Ripple in our core markets. That is sad. I was really hoping that they were going to use a Ripple solution, at least for Mexico. They're not discarding it, though. They are going to use it elsewhere. CFO Tony Lauro also made a similar statement. He said that Ripple solutions have more applicability for for them outside of Mexico, where they're building their network into other corridors. Now, Ripple, at the time of the partnership announcement, said Intermex was to leverage RippleNet for faster, transparent, cross-border remittances services between the United States and Mexico. Obviously, like we said, that is not the case. Lacey also said, I think it'll bring us more growth in newer markets in places where we're exploring going into ancillary products, but probably not in our core businesses, because those are already critical, where we differentiate ourselves from other because of the kind of volume we drive and the relationship we build over the years with direct relationships. So again, like they said, they're using local banks, so that's how they're getting around that. So it's sad that they're not using the Ripple solution or any Ripple solution for Mexico. I do hope that the other corridors, maybe where they don't have partnerships or they're trying to get into, that's where they're going to be able to use these relationships, right? Or use Ripple products to build those relationships. On to the next article. This is from the Daily Hodl. It's from Binance CEO. Legacy financial system is broken, but Bitcoin and crypto facing a long road to adoption. Now, Changpeng's out. Quarantined. Yeah, I'm at home, dude. I've been at home for the last couple days, Bitcoin Jake. I've been doing home office, and it's just one of those what do you call it, social distancing things that we're doing, right? I've only gone out twice for half an hour just to go to the supermarket. It's across the street, so I just go in there, get some stuff, and come back home. That's it, man. It's been kids are not going to school, so I'm not going to the office. It's just a little bit insane, right? Trying to keep my sanity. This is a good outlet, though, for sure. Changpeng Zhao said that the current financial system is broken and Bitcoin will be the solution eventually, right? Anyways, in a new blog post, Changpeng analyzed a corporate culture where CEOs are trying to push for short-term results instead of saving cash to build strong balance sheets to survive a crisis. Executives are rewarded by deploying most of their profits for stock buybacks. But Chao says he believes CEOs are not directly to blame, and he's placing the spotlights on a system that drives them to maximize shareholder value with bonuses worth millions of dollars. So when the crisis like the coronavirus strikes, many companies find themselves without rainy day funds and struggle to survive. And he does go on to say that with printing money, the taxpayers are robbed, made poorer indirectly, but they don't complain much. At least not as much as if the bank failed, such as Lehman. And then he says, then everyone knows exactly who to blame, which CEO, regulator, politician failed, etc. on printing money. This way, everyone saves face and is happy, except for the poor retail guys. But they don't know anything, do they? So it's okay. That's basically what Changpeng is saying. He also goes on saying in the long run, massive money printing and government bailouts are the reason why he is bullish on crypto. And he says with crypto, it's different. No government bailouts, at least not by printing money. And this breaks the cycle. Now, markets are inefficient. The speed of change propagation is slow, which actually gives us plenty of opportunities. The Fed's announcement that they're printing money, but have you got it yet? No. Have the banks gotten it? Some yes, most no. Have you applied for a new loan yet? Probably no. Have you bought a new car with the loan yet? Probably no. Have people bought more Bitcoin yet? Not in most cases. Anyways, that's what this article is stating. Again, I do agree with some of the things he's mentioning. Anyways, Bitcoin Jakes, you work with dogs, still have to go in and feed and walk. Life is essential. Yes, man, that is pretty cool. I don't work with dogs. I work business development right now. So, and then I do some trading on the side still. But that's about it, man. So, yeah, all I do is talk with people on the phone all day. Pace around this little like room behind me, which is my like storage / home office base / stream room, war room for trading, but that's about it. Anyways, in this article, what he's saying is true, right? The system is flawed. The companies shouldn't be getting bailed out. Basically, if they screw up, it's up to them to fix their mistakes, not up to the government, not up to the people to save them. Yes, will employments be lost? Yeah, very likely. But again, that is not the government's fault. It's the company's fault for not using their funds and their resources properly, right? They're waiting for the government to come in and toss them a rope, a lifesaver, or whatever, so they can still float and keep on pushing their bad practices that got them in that place in the first place, right? So again, the position that the companies find themselves in, particularly the airlines, is their problem. Them coming in and say, if government doesn't sign something and give us money, we're going to fire 60% of the workforce. Yeah, you should start by firing the CEO, the board of directors, and whoever else approved that you buy back shares or stock or whatever you do with your funds that you don't have enough to really get your company through tough times, so you have to depend on the money from the people to come back and save you, because that is a irresponsibility by part of the companies, and they should be held accountable for. They should not be using or should be printing money to save those companies. They should be left to fend for themselves, like in real capitalism, and not this fake capitalism that we have going on right now, where if you screw up and you don't have enough money, you can always go back and cry to the government and hope that they'll bail you out and save you by printing more money or giving you extra funds, which is not the way it should be done. That's why crypto is essential. That's why crypto is potentially the way that a lot of people are going to go. Particularly, crypto was born in 2008 after the recession. People were getting pissed off with the way banks handled the mortgages, how governments came in to bail them out. And right now, basically what they're doing is reinforcing that. And really, more people are going to get pissed off. And now we do have an alternative. Now we have crypto to go to, right? So all these people that didn't know about crypto are probably going to start hearing about crypto. And then we're going to have a bigger user base of people that really don't want to deal with the way the government is handling things. Because all these things are being... Basically, they're born out of the poor decisions that are being taken by legislators, by politicians, and the bad decisions that the Fed is also taking by printing more money so they can save these companies, right? Again, you don't see them giving a lot of money to the regular guy, right? They're gonna give you what, like $1,200, $1,000 maybe. That's it. How much are they gonna give the companies so they can save face and keep them afloat, right? The companies should be forced to reduce, restructure, and come back stronger from what they learned, instead of like, being rewarded for being stupid and dumb and taking bad decisions, and then the people have being the ones that pay for that, right? Anyway, sorry, I got a little bit carried away there. Situation is getting a little bit crazy with all these things that are going on with the coronavirus and all these stupid decisions that are being taken everywhere. Not just the U.S., dude. Everywhere in the world, they're taking bad decisions, right? The next article. Biden's U.S. CEO. The U.S. government should use stablecoins for coronavirus payments. Yes, they should. I agree with her. This article goes on to say that Catherine Coley, the CEO for Biden's U.S., says that government should turn to stablecoins for issuing coronavirus emergency payments, right? And we know that. I think it's an issue that has been going around crypto Twitter for a while. Coley says that digital currency will allow people to receive aid without having to deliver the payments to a physical location, thereby increasing the risk of contracting or spreading the virus. Also, the fact they're completely wireless, right? You don't have to hand cash or a card. It's just a complete wireless transaction that happens. It also keeps you from handling money, which could also be contaminated. Now, the government needs to look for ways to innovate the antiquated process of distributing checks by mail. In the interest of speed and safety, why not consider sending the stimulus in the form of stablecoins as a means to verify the transfer of assets? Yes, it's traceable, right? Then you would know whether or not that person received it in their wallets and whether or not they moved it. You can also track what they're doing with it, right? Anyways, because stablecoins can be distributed digitally, Americans would have immediate access to their funds, alleviating the need to spend hours at the banks to cash a check while removing oneself from a self-imposed quarantine. Yeah, I agree again with that, right? There's something you can say with that. If you get the funds, you can start using them directly. I mean, right now, with the amount of technology that we have, the fact that you still have to get this check mailed, what happens if you change your address and you didn't update it, right? Are you gonna send it to your previous address, and now you're screwed because you have to track your check? The government should have your account, and they should be able to deposit the funds. If they don't want to use cryptocurrency, they should at least be able to deposit the funds directly to your bank account, which is the bank account that you probably are using for your daily use, and the one that they can track for, tax purposes or investigation purposes, whatever. They already have that information. Why not just send it directly instead of going through a check? Anyways, she admitted that there would be a significant pushback to the use of digital currencies due to lack of understanding of crypto assets, but that education could go in hand with the distribution. And then again, I agree with her on that point. People being educated on cryptocurrencies is certainly going to be key for things that are going to come next. Now, I'm going to move on to the technicals, guys. I'm going to play this small intro. Again, if you're staying with us, stick with us. We will be back in a second. And we're back. Thank you guys for being here. Again, staying with us for this amazing stream. Anyways, guys, how are you guys coping with coronavirus, right? Benny, how's it going, man? I know you were in New York. I know you guys are being hit hard. I know you're probably self-quarantining. And Bitcoin Jake, I know you're still working with dogs, man, but how are things going for you? Let me know in the chat, right? If anyone else is here, do let me know, guys. Again, I'm really curious as to how you guys are coping with coronavirus, right? Now, the part of the reason that I'm still staying at home, self-quarantining, not going out, social distancing, is because I traveled before, right? Before and during part of the outbreak. So again, I'm self-quarantining, one, because I'm not sure if I have it or not. I don't have any symptoms, and a lot of people tend to be asymptomatic. So I'd much rather just be home and, don't be spreading it in case I have it. And then if I don't have it, I don't want to go out and get it from someone who doesn't know that has it, and it's just walking around, basically getting everyone else sick. So, all that, it's kind of dumb. I'm not sure how. Like, I've seen all these videos of people just partying like crazy, right? Nothing changed for you. You're really introverted. Okay, well, yeah, I guess if nothing changed for you, I guess you're good, right? Yeah, how... I'm not sure what can I say to that comment, man. You kind of stumped me with that. But there's some activities that you probably did before, right? Like going out to a bar at least and enjoy a beer. Or, I'm not sure, go out to a restaurant and sit down and eat something. Even if it's at a food court, right? The fact that all those places are probably closed, or you cannot just go back and do those things, it's kind of a bummer, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's the way it goes, right? Anyways, what is happening with market cap, total market cap? Yesterday, money flowing into the cryptosphere, 10.49%. Nah, you're fast food, but yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, I guess. Anyways, this year from an opening of $159.16 billion, closing at $176.32 billion, a $16.73 billion move to the upside. Right now, it's moving down a little bit, 0.35%, approximately $613 million, sitting at $175.71 billion. Now, what is happening with the Bitcoin dominance, sitting at 67.49%. Yesterday, green day, 0.75%. Today, another green day, 0.12%. Gain on dominance. Right now, it just dropped a little bit, went back up, sitting at 10%. At 67.49% on market cap. 10% gain, right? 16% gain right now again. It's just fluctuating a bit. The price of Bitcoin sitting at $6,489.18. Man, 40.79. Man, it's just going crazy. Anyways, what's happening? Came up, touched the 20, rejecting. We're also touching that upper part of this area of support resistance, right? This blue area. And we're rejecting. Again, still within this rising wedge of sorts. So again, tend to break this to the downside. Let's wait and see how this is going to go on. We have recovered halfway from the drop, right? We went from 8,000 almost to 5,000, right? And 4,800. And we've recovered over 1,200 or 1,700. So we're over 50% of the way on the recovery. So again, have been recovering nicely. Let's wait and see how this keeps on developing. A quick way to look at that would be to grab fibs and just go from your opening here to whatever you want to call it. I'll just go to the body here. And as you can tell, we've retraced over 50% of the way, a little bit. So again, it's just from this opening, not from this higher, right? From this high, we haven't retraced 50%. I'm just looking at different data to gauge where the market's going to go or how strong the move is going to be. Now, what is happening shorter term? We have this other chart, right? Where we have this triangle that we broke out of, semi-broke out of, broke back in, held it as support, and then bounced from there. I wasn't expecting the support to hold, right? This upper line here. Now we're making positive momentum, which is good. More than before. Again, this will track onto here. We're creating that hidden bearish divergence, potential price action to the downside. Neutral on the other side, 44.81. Yesterday was a very interesting day. We're struggling a lot between this area, the 382 at 6,394, and our line here at 6,240. We're bounced there for a little bit. I'll show that in the 4 hours and in the 1 hour. But like I said, right now, we're trying to go higher, but we're failing. Since we've closed over the 382, I'm hoping that at least we go to the 50% at 7,118. Have to run, touch it, maybe reject it again. But if we try to hold this area and go above, then we could be looking to a good retrace, at least sitting 7,000, hitting at 7,969. Got a little tongue twisted there. Anyways, that's it for this on the 1 hour. On the daily, let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, I'll show it here again. A little bit cleaner, right? Within this area of support resistance, we all the way from the top, all the way to the bottom, going all the way to the top and rejecting. Now, I have not updated this blue area. It's been like that since we've talked about it forever, man. Again, we know it's an area of support and resistances where we can reject and try to hold. So that's why I don't have a lot of lines. If I were to put lines here, it would just go crazy with like white lines. There's just so much support in this area. Now, we're starting to move down. A move to the downside will certainly see us hit the 20 simple moving average. And if we fail to hold it, we're looking for lower prices. If we hold it, we could be looking for a catapult movement to the upside. We are creating bearish divergence on the 1 hour though, and we'll check that out in a second. Here, as you can tell, we're starting to move down. There's support at the 382 at 6,394. Again, if we break that, we have the 20 to look forward to. We still have 6,240 to look forward to. Then we have the 20, and then we'd have this top part of this triangle, I guess, right, that we used to support before. Anyways, sitting bought on the RSI at 61.82. Positive momentum starting to build, right? Now let's go on to the 1 hour chart and see what's going on there. Really, from here to here, nothing interesting happening. High, lower high, positive momentum, less positive momentum, high on the RSI, lower on the RSI. Still far away from that 200 simple moving average. Look at that once we're finished with this. Here's the divergence we're doing, right? I was looking at this earlier today when we were off the air. I was very curious because it started to go up. I was wondering whether or not we're going to make more positive momentum, which we didn't. And of course, we're creating this strong bearish divergence, going higher on that price. Still, even to here, it's higher, and to here, it's lower. Now, I had it to here because later on, even from here to here, right? Just let me make sure this is going to be on the 1 hour. Oh no, it's not. There we go. The 1 hour, awesome. We'll be going the same as from here to here, again, going lower. And here we would even have it on the RSI on this last part, right? So high, higher, high. Positive momentum, less positive momentum, high on the RSI, lower on the RSI. Right now, sitting bought still at 60.48. We did go over bought very slightly at 70.50 back here at 6 p.m. today. But again, this is part of the reason that we're breaking down. Now you're moving to the downside again. Like I said, the 382, then the 20 on the 1 hour, then 6,240, then the 20 on the 4 hour, and then below that, we're looking for that yellow support that we had, right? That's it for Bitcoin. Again, not much happening since, again, markets have not been that active. Although we did get a nice rise today. I think it was like a 10% increase, maybe by the closing, 11%. It's very good, man. I mean, don't take it the wrong way. When I say it's not super good, it's because we're not getting a real clear picture as to whether or not this is going to keep on pumping, right? This is starting to build this positive momentum, so that's good. On the 4 hours, it's also starting to build, so that's good. We can still go higher. But here on the 1 hour, we're looking at a bearish divergence. We're probably going to go down a little bit. Let's see if we hold this area. That's what's worrying me right now. On the daily, let's look at the 200 simple moving average and see where we're at with regards to that. Again, the 200 is way up here at 8,363. We are sitting at 6,400. We're still $2,000 away, so, you know, quite a bit away. Let's wait and see how this keeps on developing. Again, if we run to the 50, we'll be hitting 7,181. So it'll probably be about $1,000 away from the 200. I want to get above this area for us to know that we're back in the bull trend, right? Again, and hope this was a bearish scare from coronavirus, right? And if this starts to recover quickly, then it could really prove itself as a, not a safe haven for sure, but certainly as a good recovery asset after a, after some kind of, what do we call it, depression or you know, recession or whatever you want to talk about. We'll look at the Dow as well later on. It hasn't recovered as well. It actually opened down yesterday like we said it could. Did try to go up a little bit, but did not recover as well. Oil, I think, was down. Gold and silver are starting to recover, which is good. But again, like we said earlier, they were sitting oversold on silver and sold on gold. And that's part of the reason that they're recovering as well. And we talked about that like 3 days ago before they started to recover. We said, look, we're going to start to recover. Then we started to hook. Then we started to go up. So, you know, that's what's happening, right, with the markets. Anyways, let's go to Ethereum and figure out what's going on there on the daily. Yesterday, lost dominance. Let me get back this to the 20 simple moving average. There we go. It's going to look better on the charts. There we go. So 20, yes, on the 20. Awesome. Yesterday, gaining dominance, 1.04%. Today, losing dominance, 1.41%. Sitting at 8.41% of market cap. The price of Ethereum at $134.21. Right now going down 1.71%. Bitcoin's not going down that much right now, 0.05. In some cases, even positive 0 or 0.1. But XRP and Ethereum are going down a little bit harder. Ethereum particularly more, 1.71% down. Like I said, yesterday recovering again, not getting above the 236 at $136. Right, we did manage to get briefly above there. We closed at 136.54. We're at 136.10. Here we open there and we're moving down right now. We're rejecting higher prices. Not what we want to see. We want to get above that fib, right, and start going towards the 20 or potentially $159.76. Positive momentum starting to build. Still sitting sold at 39.67 on the RSI. Let's go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour chart, we're creating this divergence. We talked about it yesterday, 4 p.m., right? We were on the stream. We said, look, where the stream was here, I think. Yeah. We said, look, we're creating hidden bullish potential price continuation. We did move to the upside again very, very nicely. This was on the 22nd, so of course it was yesterday. Held at 20, got above it very nicely again, but rejecting the what were we rejecting? The 236 at $136, right? Neutral on the RSI at 55.42. Not much happening, right? Slightly higher are we? Let's see. Opening at 136.50. Opening at 136.63. More or less neutral. Now we're going from a negative to a positive, even though we're going to the same way. We're converging on that top part, but not creating a hidden bearish divergence. So nothing to worry about there yet. Moving to downside, test the 20, see if we hold it, and if we hold it, we can bounce. If we fail, then we have 121 to look forward to. That's it for this in the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. Again, rising wedge, broke it to the downside beautifully, created divergence. We talked about this yesterday. This was 5 p.m. Stream was around 10. We're rejecting the 20. We did move down again. You know, like we said, if we reject the 20, what do we say? We move down. We moved slightly lower, right, than our previous low. And we created that bullish divergence that got us to pump, man. That is beautiful. Why is it beautiful? Because we know this stuff, right? We talk about this stuff on the stream all the time. If you follow us, if you stay with us, if you've seen this show before, we talk about rejecting the 20 and what happens when we reject the 20. We talk about all these potentials, right? So low, lower low, negative momentum to a neutral, creating that strong bullish divergence and getting this bounce, right? Also here on the RSI, right? Low, lower low. Low on the RSI, higher on the RSI. Getting this pump to come in beautifully. Now what's happening short term here? Going higher, right? Going lower. Not quite having that here, but here on this last leg, I think we also have it. Just let me zoom in a little bit more. Yes, very slight. From here to here, we're definitely going slightly higher. From here to here, we're definitely going lower, and from here to here, we're going lower as well. Again, following Bitcoin, right? I want to move that. I want to move this one. The one in the bottom. There we go. Again, even if we go from here, you know, which is this new high, that's fine. Strong bearish divergence twice. And that's what we're breaking down, right? Also, it just happens that it's just happening at the 236. So again, strong divergence, price action to the downside. We talked about this stuff. You guys know this. If you follow this show, you know how to track these things. You know what to look for. Again, here we waited for that up, rejected 20, moved down. You know, held 121, right? Beautifully. We actually closed almost very close to 121, 122. So very, very close, right, in our calls. That's it for Ethereum. Sitting neutral on their side, 57.31. I'm going to move on to the XRP, guys. If you have any questions, please, on the chat, you know, you can engage with me there. If you like what we do, hit that like, that bell, that sub to be notified when we go live. This is State of Crypto. And it is a quarantine edition. Me trying to keep sane. Dude, I don't know how much BS I've eaten. I like eating like such bad amounts of like food that's not good, like Costco cookies and brownies, and like, you know, a lot of food that I shouldn't be eating, man. A lot of pasta and crackers and things like that. A lot of soup though, also. But you know, all this bad stuff that I shouldn't be eating. Particularly since I'm not going out walking, I shouldn't be eating all that crap. XRP dominance, what's happening? Yesterday down 2.67%. Today going down a little bit, 0.01%. Sitting at 3.59% of market cap. Why is XRP dominance dropping so much? Man, this used to be at 8%. Back here. It used to be at 8%, man. We're not even talking that much, like, not that long ago. Why? Why is it so low? At least get above 5 again. Man, I really want this to go higher, man. It's bad for XRP, man. Losing that much dominance for one of the tokens that's most used, people use it most for, like, clearing international payments, being used by MoneyGram, being used by a lot of banks, partnering with so many people. It's just so painful to see them not be able to gain dominance in the market. XRP sitting at 15 cents, 15.811 cents. Now again, not super excited. Yesterday we just managed to gain what we lost the previous day, and right now we're opening red. So it's just indecision, right? In XRP. In this area of support resistance, not looking the best, starting to make positive momentum. Sold on the RSI at 39.43. Not much happening here, man. Oh, error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers might experience delay. Let me know, guys, if you experience delay. From what I can tell on my end, I'm good. No delays on my side. At least not on my side monitors. But do let me know. What is happening on the 4 hours? Is this from the 4 hours? This might be from the 1 hour. That's from the 4 hours. Alright, cool. So again, hidden bullish. Price action to the upside. Got it beautifully above that 20. Nice. Neutral on the RSI at 54.79. Not much happening, right? Oh, thanks, Bitcoin Jake, for the thumbs up. Thank you, man. Yeah, for some reason this is going weird. Getting this odd message here on YouTube, right? Look, I'll show you. There it goes, right? Now it says excellent connection. Weird. Anyways, bouncing, rejecting, probably on divergence at some point in time. Now, we're making a nope, lower high, there high. Everything's good on the RSI here. So maybe in the 1 hour we're making some kind of bearish divergence. That's breaking us down, right? Getting moving to downside. We'll see us test the 20. If we test the 20, we'll know very likely where we're gonna go. Now, do I have this? Yes, these are fibs for XRP. I fibbed it the other day, right? We haven't even gotten to a 236 at 16.59, and we're like rejecting higher prices, right? They hit the top of the Bollinger Bands and rejected that. So again, looking a little bit weak on XRP. I am hoping that this is just consolidation happening and that we get an explosive move on XRP, man, because that's really not looking pretty. Now onto the 1 hour chart. What happened? Strong bullish, right? Lower, higher. Again, did I call it hidden bullish on other ones? Maybe I did, and it's strong bullish. I'm not sure, man. Fuck, man. Lower low on the price. Negative momentum, less negative momentum, right? Strong bullish divergence. Price action to the upside. We got it. Fell at the 20, moved down. Not low enough to make that divergence, but again, the rest of the market pumped. So it brought XRP up with it above that 20 simple moving average. Not really using it as a catapult. We actually opened below and we just catapulted up on the rest of the market moving up. Now, since it's moving up, everything has been upsloping. So again, you get exhausted from this. We get exhausted from this. And going to a higher high. Is this on the 1 hour? Yes. Going to a higher high with less less positive momentum. And here we don't even have it on that last leg like we did on the rest of the market, right? Like from here to here in the other charts, we were making bearish divergence, right? In this like 3 hour chart. Here we don't have that. Here is just bearish on the MACD, right? The rest of the market, like I said, Ethereum particularly. Let's go to Ethereum. See strong bullish divergence. If I call this as hidden, I'm sorry, I just probably missed it, but it's strong bullish. But again, here we do have that strong bearish that I'm talking about, right? From here to here, from here to here, and from here to here, right? We don't have this one on the RSI and XRP. Just check it, right? going slightly higher on the RSI. So again, being congruent with the price. Now I'm going to look at another chart, make sure that it's not just in one chart. No, it's on all the charts, on all the XRP charts, right? Sitting neutral on the RSI at 55.97. That's it for XRP. I'm going to move on to Litecoin. What is happening with the coin of lights? Yesterday it lost dominance, 0.03%. I actually said it gained, so I'm going to go with the gain, 0.03. Today is losing 0.37, sitting at 1.42% market cap. The price of Litecoin sitting at $38.82. Price went up yesterday again, gaining what it did the loss the previous day, a little bit more. Right now moving down, almost losing all the gains and neutralizing the past 2 days, right, as just basically the opening of 2 days ago. Positive momentum still building, that's fine. We're making more positive momentum, very likely, 61.80. All right, so from a previous positive momentum to now, we're going higher, right? And that's obvious and needless to say that we're going lower. Creating hidden bearish potential price action to the downside now. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 40.18. Almost sold, but not there yet. Sitting neutral. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour, we had a hidden bullish price action to the upside. We got it above that 20. Again, very nicely held at 20 here. And move higher, right? Hit the top of the Bollinger Bands, move down. Again, contraction of the Bollinger Bands, a little bit expanded, not too contracted, but let's wait and see how this keeps on contracting. High, lower, high, positive momentum, less positive momentum, high on the RSI, lower on the RSI. We don't have anything else happening, unfortunately. So let's go to the 4 hours. Again, probably divergence, right? Just like the rest of the market. And yes, we do have it. High, higher high. Get rid of that on the daily. There we go. Now, even when we go here, right? Going higher, going lower. And even here we're going lower the whole way. Right? The rest of the market, we just had it on this last, like, 3 hours, right? The last 5 hours, right? But in a 3-hour candle from here to here. Now, there's a mosquito floating around here. Try to grab it, do the Mr. Miyagi, but I failed. And I hope it's not going to, like, sting me or something, man, because mosquito bites suck. Anyways, here we're going the whole way, right? We're going all the way from back here, from like 6 a.m. until like 8 p.m., right? Just divergence the whole way. So we did move down, hit the 20, and we bounced. So it could be an indicator for the rest of the market that we might be strong enough to hit the 20 and bounce. Let's hope this holds for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP as well. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 54.95. That's it for Litecoin. I'm going to move on to Binance. Freaking mosquitoes are annoying, man. And I can't believe they're starting to come out earlier, man. It's just painful. Last night was hot, dude. It was very, very hot here in Mexico City. Like, I didn't even use sheets, dude. I just, like, slept just in the PJs and that's that, right? You want to shot a wasp with a rubber band from about 10 feet away with witnesses? Alrighty, man. I have a Nerf gun. I'll use it to, like, shoot mosquitoes. I'm not sure if that counts. They're probably not going to be 10 feet away. I can't see them without glasses. Yes, I do wear glasses. I don't need them for this distance where I'm at the screen. Although sometimes you might see me squinting when I look at the chat because the chat, it tends to be smaller. But the rest of the screen is good enough where I don't need to squint to see. My glasses are here on the side, by the way. Ta-ding. There's the fact that you didn't know about me, right? Because I never wore glasses on the stream. Anyways, Binance yesterday lost dominance. 0.74% today is losing dominance still. 0.29 sitting at 1.08% of market cap. The price of Binance at $12.08. Is it good? Man, I'm not sure if Binance is a good buy right now. Right? By the way, Bitcoin Jake, wasps are a-holes, dude. They'll just sting you just because they're there, man. They're like the worst animal ever. Like, I'd much rather have bees all around me that they won't sting you if you don't bother them. But a wasp, it's like, it's just sitting there. It's like, oh, what am I going to do, man? Oh, that guy looks like it's chilling. I'm just going to go, like, sting him just because, you know, I'm an a-hole. But freaking wasps, man. Anyways, Binance, what's happening yesterday? Gain price. Again, I'm doing the previous day, right? Bitcoin is not having that. Bitcoin is actually gaining. Although we'll look at that again for a quick comparison. Like I said, Bitcoin actually gaining, right? Ethereum gaining a little bit, undoing it though right now. But the rest of the market is just barely recovered to where it was 2 days ago, right? This, it looks just like it barely went to yesterday's opening, and right now it's below that already. So, anyways, what is happening here? Let's see. It's starting to make positive momentum. Again, less than our previous one, so that's fine. It's neutral. Oh, man, Spotify ads. Where did I leave Spotify? There we go. Oh, yeah. Whatever, man. Yeah, man. Whatever, man. Let's move on to the next one, man. I once saw Carlos Santana at a concert in Vegas. He sounds like he's high all the time, man. Because of love, man. You know, he sounds like really weird, man. Anyways, back to this, right? Neutral at 40.46 on the RSI. Let's go to the 4 hour. That hidden bullish coming in, helping us pump again beautifully. We called this one out yesterday at 10 p.m. That's what the stream here. So again, even though we did go down, we did manage to go back up on this hidden bullish again. If you were here with us, you probably saw this, and you know what we were talking about. Again, managed to get above that 20 on the next hour candle at 10 a.m. And then from there, we managed to pump a little bit more. Again, hitting the top of the Bollinger Bands, rejecting, moving down right now. About to head for that 20 on these 4 hours. Sitting neutral on the RSI at 56.15. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, strong bullish. No, here we called medium bullish, type 2. And again, afterwards, we did move down again. We tried to rally, failed, moved down. Great. What happened when we did this? We created strong bullish, which is good. That's what we want to look for when we want to get price action to the upside. Again, we don't quite have it here on the RSI. We had it on the MACD, and man, was it good? Yeah, man, it helped us propel. Next time we broke the 20, we broke it with a lot of strength. Again, XRP didn't have this. XRP was higher here, which is, like I said, weak, because XRP means it's just following the leader. It's not developing its own technicals, right? It's just following whatever anyone else is doing now. Here, and unlike the rest, no, it does have it like the rest of the market as well, man. Okay, so going higher and then going slightly higher on this last part as well, right? There we go. And I'll take it in two parts from here to here, and from here to here. And then that last part going from here to here. There we go. Anyways, strong bearish divergence, price action to downside. We're moving down, sitting right now at 54.54 on the RSI. Very neutral, getting back to that 50, right, which is neutral. That's it for the crypto market. I'm going to move on to gold, silver, and then on to the Dow, right? And then after that, probably go to something else. Oil. What is happening with silver? Again, we're recovering, right? Silver at $13.77. Why? We're oversold, man. Look, we're back on sold now. Very nice recovery on silver, man. Very, very nice retrace happening. Now I'll take it from this high to this low. Oh, man, I didn't do the fibs. Did I do the fibs? Nope, I didn't do the fibs. I thought I had clicked the fibs, but I probably didn't anchor when I did this. There we go. We'll obviously hit a valid retrace. We're above that 236, heading towards that 382, which would be at $14.45. Again, very good for silver. I like this recovering. Again, we've been saying that we're going to do a U-turn, and we're probably going to start recovering, and that's very, very good. It wants to get back to its neutral zone. It was oversold. Neutral area for silver, we talked about it, is between $14 and $17. More or less that range would be good. Now, let's go on to gold. What is happening with gold? Gold doing a very nice retrace as well. Again, here it's from this high to this low. I'm going to go into this shorter term. Gold was sitting sold. Right now, sitting neutral at 49.85 on the RSI, which is very, very good. Now, if you were with us on the stream on the 9th of March or the 6th of March, we talked about silver going down or gold going down. Someone asked here on the stream. I would say it's not a good time to go here. Even though we were talking about recession, we were talking about, like, you know, COVID pandemic, whatever, man. We talked about this going down, and man, am I glad. If you were in here at some point in time, I hope you did get out, because, man, it crashed. And right now, it's starting to get that retrace. Again, it's gone 50% on its retrace, right? Hitting 1,500, rejecting right now. Almost hit the 20. But again, gold has a lot more fundamentals to go up. It's going to be a safe haven for a lot of people. So some people might be looking for that as a prevention for whatever's coming with the economy, right? And whatever probably is going to go wrong with the economy. Now, Dow yesterday down 582%, 582 points. S&P, what else went down? S&P 500 down 67 points. Nikkei, right now it's up 334. But the TSX, the Toronto Stock Exchange, down 623 points. And I have the London Exchange also, which was down 62, or like, what, 32 points? Or up 32 points? Yeah, it looks like it's up 32 points, right? Anyways, I get a data delayed. This is probably open and live. Let's go look at the Dow, right, in particularly. What did we say about the Dow? We opened down, and we tried to recover, right? When I looked at this, we're doing green. So it was pretty close to the market. Maybe I thought we had recovered a little bit. But anyways, 582 points down at 18,591, right? So if you're into stocks, man, I'm not sure how good you're doing right now. But what I can tell you is that this, we can fix it and go from here all the way to here, right? We're going lower. I'll just get rid of this part here and go from here all the way to here, right? Low, higher low on the RSI, and also on the MACD. We can probably trace that the same way, right? From here to here. Now again, this is creating a strong bullish divergence that's going to get us to bounce a little bit. Now, when are we going to bounce? Are we going to have to hit the what do I have here? The 618 or something? I probably have it on the weekly. Yes, the are we going to have to hit the 50? That's where we're near, right? The 50. Are we going to have to hit the 50 before we bounce? I hope not. I hope we don't have to hit the 50. I hope we can do it with something else. Otherwise, it's not going to be very good. Now, the 50 is at 17,951, right? Again, why is it not good? Well, if you start to bounce from here, it's a valid retrace already. We've gone below... where are we at, man? Yeah, the 236. And we're obviously below the 382. So again, if we're in an area where we can start to retrace, right? Dow's theory says we have to hit 50% at least. So that's all good. We could hit 50 and start to retrace from there. But if we retrace earlier, again, it's better for the market. Whether or not we're going to do it, I'm not sure, man. Any drop like this has to have a pullback. Now, on the weekly, it has been brutal, right? We haven't gotten a proper pullback. And we're losing that strength as we keep on dropping, right? Every time we dropped, it's less. So from this to this week right now, it's still going on. It's just one day, though. Seems like it's less. We should get some kind of motion pullback. And then if we're going to drop again, get that next leg coming in. Again, Dow has so much history that it has so much data we can look at to determine what's going to happen, right? And we can see here that we're also doing less in the RSI, even though we're going lower, right? So we're dropping by less on the RSI from 1932 to 1845. So not as much as we did here on this drop. Anyways, that's it for the Dow. I'm going to go look at oil real quick. Oil recovered a little bit yesterday, 0.35 cents. Or that's today. That's today. Yeah, yesterday recovered a little bit, 0.50 cents. And this is WTI crude, so U.S. oil. Brent is also up 85, right? This is like UK oil, I guess. But again, oil recovering a little bit, right? Brent it's at $30 and US is at 24. There's other oil types, you got to look through them if you want to get a different kind of oil, and I'll show you that. You have India, then you have this just says crude. This is Brent, like this is UK, I guess. US oil, UK oil, Brent again. There's probably in Mexico oil, like some Arab Emirate oil, like Russian oil, you know. They all have different prices, right? This is like Permex Petroleum on Canada, right? This is Lexer on France. This is like on Australia. So again, there's different oil types, right? Depends on which one you want to look at. But for us, interest, you're probably going to be looking at US oil or UK oil. Yeah. Dude, Bitcoin Jake, if you're still with us, man, How are things going with Satoshi Quest? How's the new round coming along? How many players? I know you told me you were already at like 200,000 sats, so that's pretty good. Starting pool, I guess, for the players. Let me know. Mosquito. Oh, there we go. Oh, I missed it again. Fudge. Oh, I should have shot it, man. But then I'll have to go look for a little bullet. I don't want to do that. You seen a few new players? What is this? ACM Research Inc. is up 18%. What? What? Ooh, what? To host earning call. Okay, that's why. So they probably had earnings call, and I don't have any news for this though. The last one is from the 20th. Why are these guys up? Sure, while you type, I'm about to give some lives away soon to streamers. If I'm interested, dude, I don't even have Minecraft, but thanks for the offer, man. I really appreciate it. I don't even know how to play Minecraft. The only thing I don't even know. Like, I think you have to buy it, right? And like right now, I'm not buying any games. The game I want to buy, it's Anno 1800. I have Anno 1404, and that's pretty good. And I usually like the time period a little bit more than the futuristic ones, like 2025 or 2050, whichever one it was, or 2200. I can't remember the other ones in the series, but 1800 looks like pretty legit, dude. That's the one I want to get my hands on, and I still haven't, so yeah. $27 for Java Edition. All right, that's pretty cool. I think Soka, if you're here, say hi. And if Soka's here, I think he plays Minecraft, dude. I'm pretty sure he'll be glad if you can give him some lives. So you can hook him up with lives, like that'll be good, man. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play Minecraft. I barely have time. Sometimes I just barely get home and play. That's why I haven't bought any other games, man. Last game I bought, like, legit bought, it was actually a gift from my wife. I didn't even buy it. It was Days Gone for PS. I didn't get a freaking chance, man. Look, I just got to, like, Diamond Lake or whatever the last one is when you find Sarah again. And that's it, man. I haven't even been able to play again. I haven't gone to make the napalm or any of those other things in the game. And then I just haven't played in like fucking like 5 months. Last time I played was November, man. And we're already in March. So yeah, almost 5 months. So dude, I barely have time to play games, man. I wish I had more time. Like I have kids and I work. So when I'm not at work, I want to be with my kids. That's why I moved the stream an hour later. And then on the weekends, I want to spend time with my kids because I'm not with them that much on the week. So, you know, I just barely have time, man. So, I wish I could. I'll tell Soka to send you a direct message. I have him in chat. He told me he used to play Minecraft before. So, I know he's a Minecraft player at some point in time. And he'd probably be willing to try your Satoshi Quest. Anyways. That's going to be it for tonight, guys. Again, if you like what we do, you know what to do. Unless you guys want to talk about something else. Hey, man, this is a quarantine edition. We can talk about whatever we want now. We can look at whatever you guys want. So if you bring a topic, we'll look at that. Otherwise, it'll just be a stream, man, for tonight. Again, not much happening. Yeah. Spotify ads. Let's play something else. And again, streams have just been going by really quick because there's not much happening with the market, man. We've been live almost for 1 hour, man. That's pretty cool, though. I can't remember last time we were live for like over an hour, man. Like, streams have just been lasting so little because there's just not much happening, man. Anyways, looking real quick here on the side, looking what's gained a lot, what's lost a lot. Man, OKB to the USD, down 19. And cash down 17.3. Fuck, man. Benny, don't you? Benny, I think you're still with us. Don't you have in cash? Dude, this thing went down horrible, man. I'm sorry for you, bro. I know you're holding this, or you were holding this. I'm not sure if you're still holding it, but if you are, man, damn, dude, not looking very good for end cash. Again, this is one of those ones when I go shorter in the time scale, it just looks horrible and I can't chart it properly. So I'm not gonna chart end cash. Sorry, man. Movements are just too sharp, like 1 cent, 2 cents. Like it's just too little on the movements for me to be able to chart it properly here. But looking at something else. What else? Navstar International. Navi. Hey, listen. Down 10.74%. BME. Book International Medical. Down 8.85%. What? Allied Healthcare. Down 10.57%. Man, this is insane. I remember when this gapped up, man. Like Crypto Pepe Silva asked us to look at this one. LLIT. This one's up 7.05%. Again, not a lot happened, dude. A lot of blood, a lot of red in the market. Right? NASDAQ down 9.49%. Yeah. Dude, again, markets are just bleeding, man. It's not a good time to be putting money yet. PAS. What is this? Pan American Silver. Yeah, up 16%. Why? Because silver's recovering and gold is recovering. And I know this company from the mining industry. Actually, they're my clients. Steam is up 6.65%, man. What? Hitting resistance. Didn't they... Like, they split, right? Bitcoin, you told me about this? Jake, that they've split and they want it to be Hive. And I'm not sure where their platform's at yet, dude. I want to switch to Hive because I was on Stimit. And I want to go to Hive. And then you told me about this new platform that's supposed to be the new Twitter. And then I thought I wrote down somewhere. And I guess I missed it. But I want to go onto that new crypto Twitter that you talked about and start posting there as well. So if you can send me that, I'll probably ask you on Twitter if you're not here anymore. But yeah, Hive. All right, so you're still here. I just saw Hive. Yeah, but you have told me about this Twitter like place, and I want to like go there for like crypto. Dude, I went to Hive website, and I'm not being able to get in there. I just see Hive is alive. Hey, yay. Float. Alrighty, I'll look at float. I'll write that one down. I want to go float somewhere. Probably in a river. With like a case of beer. That would be nice, man. A river float. With like one of those small, like packing, tiny, like even, it doesn't have to be charcoal. It can just be gas, like grills, dude, from Weber. And just go on a float trip. Do it on a raft or on like a, you know, one of those like inflatable like donuts, you know, and just be floating there, chilling with a beer on a river, man. That's gonna be nice, bro. That's gonna be like what I'm gonna target, like at some point in time in spring, I guess. Float. I'll go look at float. Yeah, I haven't even gone into it, man. Just they actually sent me a message on one of the videos I posted there on Hive. And then I just came in here, I guess, and then clicked it, right? That's it. I'm going to try to be active there and see how it goes, right? Well, we'll see. Yo, Betty, what's up, dude? We looked at it in cash. Sorry about that. It's been down heavily. So I'm sorry if you're bleeding money there. We haven't gone through the rest of the market, and we're just chilling and shooting the shit, right? In cash, it set down 17%. Right now, it just says 0.09. So we just probably did some wild, violent move. And then OKB to the dollar is down like 19%, man. That's horrible, man. This one's down so much. And then in cash, right? Like I said, look, it recovered, right? It was like down here, and then it just bounced up. You're going to buy more in cash if it dumps more? All right. Again, I'm not seeing much for in cash right now, but I'm not going to go below the daily because I just can't chart it. But like I said, look, we haven't made a lower low. We have not made any kind of divergence. So I'm waiting for this to develop, right? But yeah, you guys, we can talk about anything you guys want. So let me know. Again, we're just that part of the stream where we just like whatever goes. Anything is fair game, right? That's the part of the stream we're at. If you hear that noise, it's me shooting that Nerf gun that I have here in my hand and stopping the bullet with my finger because it's pretty distressful, right? It's like something that I just like do when I'm stressed, I guess. It's just like I went out and bought a Nerf gun for my kid, and we started doing target practice at home, which was pretty good. He has like a small like Nerf arrow, bow and arrow, and then I got him this like small like one shooter, and we're just like having a lot of fun, dude. You're in New York City, stuck at home, and going crazy. Job, school, forced to close. Yeah, I guess, man. You kind of told me you were staying at home. That kind of sucks, bro. You can start picking up a new skill, man. There's skills you can pick up online that you don't have to put a lot of time into, right? Don't be looking at the market the whole time. You're gonna go nuts. Do your analysis and move away to something else, right? If you already know what's gonna happen, you don't have to be looking at the market the whole time. There's like other stuff you can do, man, like Udemy or like Masterclass or a lot of like self tutorials on YouTube about stuff that you can do, learn, right? Like there's a lot of like coding apps that you can like work or start learning to code, and they're on the cell phone. They're like pretty legit, man, and they're easy, right? Oh, you're selling electrician books. All right, cool. But the problem is that you can't practice unless you're like fix your building's electricity, I guess. A lot of electrician stuff besides the studying, which is good. The theory, it's the practice, man, right? But practice is the only thing that gets you like stuck when you're in like those things. It's like cooking, man. You can read all the books and all the techniques, but until you practice, you really don't get down the techniques and you don't get down the recipe right? It's one of those like hands-on kind of things, like plumbing, dude. You can like read on plumbing, but until you do it, it's different, right? But it's good that you're reading it, man. I'm glad because you're already practicing it. It's good for you, right? I'm not dissing on it or dumping on it. It's good that you're still learning. But there's other skills you can also pick up right now that you have a lot of spare time. Like, dude, there's so many apps that teach you so much stuff that you can do. I'm not sure how good your Spanish is, bro. But you could probably do... there's all these, like, online, like, English, like, places where you can go teach, like, English to online. It could be, like, a good side gig for you, maybe. Yeah... There's some jobs that you can do online that don't take a lot of time, and they're basically you put your own hours, and it could be good while you find something else. How's Mexico? Are people in my area doing the cope? Yeah, dude. A lot of people don't really care here. A lot of people are going on the street. On the company, we have like some policies, right? Like no international travel. National travel has to be approved by the MD. Right now, I'm at home office the last couple days, so coping with that, you know. Kids are not going to school. That's something else we're also like dealing with. But it's good, man. What's a good online job? Fuck, man. Teaching. $1 a.m. for you? Right. Fuck, I didn't think about that. For me, it's like 11 p.m. Sorry about that, Bitcoin Jake. Thank you for being here and joining us, man. I appreciate it. What's a good online job, dude? I think Bitcoin Jake is gonna be from like, dude. So you're probably in the same time zone. Damn, dude. We have 2 hours. When do you guys switch? When do you guys fall back? Or what is it, like spring forward? When do you guys spring forward? Because we used to have like an hour difference. Now we have 2. It's just freaking awkward, man. Like, Mexico City doesn't have the same time change, I guess, like the rest of the U.S. That's why probably my times are off. East Coast USA just happened last weekish. All right, yeah. For me, already also time change, and we used to have 1 hour difference, man, because I'm in Central Time, so it should be 1 hour less. I think. Yeah, because after Central you have Mountain, then after Mountain you have Pacific, right? Yeah, I guess. Can I chart the U.S. dollar against what? I can chart the U.S. dollar, but I need a counter currency to look at. -4. I'm -5, dude. I'm -6. Fuck, man. Why am I -6? I thought I was -5. Damn, dude. Time. I thought I was like an hour behind, dude. For some reason. Now apparently I'm 2 hours behind. Yeah, we can look at the U.S. dollar, man. Let me see if I can find something to chart it to. I guess we'll look at the U.S. dollar to the peso, man. It just depends against which currency you want to pair it to, man. It's not going to be very informative. ProShares Trust, ProShares Ultra Semiconductors. No, not that one. US dollar futures on the TFX. No, not that one. Fuck, man. You need. I need like a counter currency you want to look at, like US dollars to like Swiss francs. We can look at that one, right? Yeah, but the value of the US dollar is against other currencies, right? A dollar's worth a dollar in the US. But if you want to trade it to something else, that's when you have your exchange rates, and that's when we can like start to do all this charting, right? I use US dollar to the Swiss franc, right? Which is usually on par 1-to-1, which could be a good indicative as to where it's at, right? We did have a drop on value here, and now you gained it back again, going back to where you were. That's it, man. They're like USD to the MXN. See, against the peso, man, it has gone off the hook, man. It's like way, way overbought against the peso, man. It did hit like 95 on the RSI. It has to come back down, dude. This is all coronavirus and like Mexico's president just being BS. Being stupid, man. But anyways, all this is COVID and like bad politics in Mexico. And dude, look at this freaking jump, like 25%, man. We're like the dollar was like $1 used to be 19 pesos. Now $1 is 25 pesos. So it's a lot of dough, man. But again, see, against the dollar is one chart, against the franc is another one, right? But you also have this gain going in, but not as strong, right? This one happened on March the 10th. This one happened on February 18th. So we're looking at different time frames as well. What am I looking at here? Going higher, higher. Again, no divergence, man. We're just probably going to break because we have to come back, dude. We're like way, way overbought. So that's something I would be looking for. And then if we come down, all right, impulse up, we got to consolidate. After consolidation, we can look for another impulse. If this is to go higher still. But right now, there's no sign that this carnage will stop. Again, the US dollar is compared to other stuff, man. Like, I'm not sure how to compare it internally. Everything I see is paired against something else, right? This is like in Australian, like BTAS US dollar ETF units, you know. This weird value of the US dollar. Value of the US dollar is $1. Yeah, I can't find anything to like chart it to itself, man. I would like have to do research on that. Go back, US dollar versus Chinese. Okay, cool, yeah. USD CHY, is it? No, yuan. What is it? RMB, right? Renminbi is not there. Yen, yuan. There we go. CNY. That's a short. All right, US dollar is yuan also getting strong, right? Right now starting to flag, right? Impulse up, down sloping consolidation, impulse up, down sloping consolidation, held at 20, again moved down on the March the 5th, started gain again, very close to when Switzerland started gain, right? Again, the US dollar against the Swiss franc. So very nice here. US dollar recovery, right? 1 US dollar, 7 Chinese yuans. Right now 708. But it went down all the way down to like 692. It's not a lot, the movement, man. It's very minuscule here. We're looking at a very, very large time frame, right? It's just very, very few, little. But we did have that impulse down, sloping consolidation, impulse up again. And this is all very, very good, right? And here we don't want to look at anything shorter than a day. Unless you're just going to like try to like scalp this, I guess. But I wouldn't suggest going short in that. Futures, maybe. You want to look at something short. The options, I mean, not futures, but options. But for me right now, this would be good enough. If I wanted to go into currencies, I want to do it long term, not short term, and see where it plays from there, right? Impulse up, down, sloping consolidation. We'll probably be looking for the next impulse, and maybe create some divergence and then break from there. 143, 140. Right, very, very slightly less. As you can tell, more, right? A strong bearish divergence. Probably part of the reason this is moving down. Against the peso, we have no comparison, bro. This is just massacre. And against the franc, we're going higher. And our previous high, right? So again, it's all legit. It's all good. Except on the RSI. On the RSI might be lower. 65.05, 64. Alrighty. So here we do have something. And probably part of the reason that we're breaking down is because on the RSI, we do have a strong bearish divergence. Just very slight, but it's there. US dollar versus gold. You're not going to find that because the value of gold is stated in dollars. So for that, you would just look at gold price, right? There's two ways gold quotes. One of them is in dollars, so you will never. Gold is valued in dollars and in pounds, right? If you look at data from the London Market Bullion Association or London Bullion Market Association. So if you want to look at gold, we talked about that, right? We said that gold was going to recover. It just basically pairs a dollar against a basket of other coins. Like the euro, the yen, the pound. I can't remember. Like a couple of coins. That's the XY. We're going to look at that one. This is a good value dollar measure, I guess. Not to itself, but to other currencies, right? To like a basket of currencies to make it more or less even. It's not pairing it just against one. It's just like a basket of goods, right? And I think we talked about that once when we were talking about the Bretton Woods Agreement and, how there was this, the IMF had this also basket of goods as well. So it's probably part of that basket of goods. But again, we're seeing that same jump from the 5th, right? March the 9th, the 10th, when it started to recover against the Swiss franc. Now let me research that to get you the full list of currencies, right, that you asked. Now here it is. I found it. Alrighty, cool. There we go. So it's a dollar, like I said, it's an index, right? Value of dollar relative to a basket of foreign currencies. Yes. All right, so then you have the euro, the yen, the pound, the British pound, Canadian dollar, Swedish krona, and Swiss franc. Each one has different weight. The euro being 57, Japanese yen 13, pound 11, Canadian dollar 9, Swedish krona 4.2, and the Swiss franc 3.6. Again, it's a basket of goods. basket of currencies. And that is how, I guess you could get the value of the dollar, right? It's at 103. But it's just relative to that basket of goods. What do we have here going higher? Oh man, bearish divergence, right? You might be coming down. I'm not sure how hard. But you have these divergences going on. You don't have it on the RSI, but here we do. Again, everything else here, it's neutral. It's congruent. Yeah. The only thing we have is this, right? Price action downside. We're starting to see it, right? After the impulse up, we didn't consolidate. We're starting to consolidate. It's down sloping consolidation. Usually you break up from this again. So you can see how this keeps on building, right? That's that, dude. That's what the DXY is. Yeah, no problem, man. I guess this is gonna be it for tonight, dude. Little like dart one flying off. Oh, I gotcha. There we go. Haha. Nerf guns are fun. Just don't shoot them at people's eyes. Then it's not fun for anyone. Yeah, boo. I guess that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like what we do, hit that like, that bell, that sub to be notified when we go live. This is the State of Crypto. I'm your host, Martin. It has been a pleasure being here with you guys on this awesome... What is it today? Monday night? Did I say Tuesday at the beginning of the stream? Maybe, man. I'm lost in the week already. Monday night. And I hope you're having a great time. Stay indoors. Stay safe, guys. No need to be... if you're a carrier of COVID-19 and you don't know, no need to be going out and exposing other people. If you don't have COVID-19, no need of going out and getting exposed by other people that don't know that they have it. So again, be responsible, stay safe, stay indoors right now. This will pass and everything will go back to a normal, not sure how normal, but some semi-normal. And we'll see where it goes from there. Again, guys, thanks for watching. If you like what we do, you know what to do. I'll catch you tomorrow for another edition of State of Crypto. Stay cool.